We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about Governor Rick Scott banning the public from beaches. If you don't know who Governor Rick Scott is, he's the governor of the state of Florida. If you from Florida, you know how much of a shithead Rick Scott is. Don't know how this motherfucker still in office. Same way I don't know how Jeb Bush was even in office. But hey, you know, money talk. This is a section of our hidden media. So basically, Governor Rick Scott signed a bill that can make a lot of Florida's beaches private. If you're not familiar with, you know, Florida and the beaches, 60% of Florida's beaches are already private. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people go out to these beaches, you know, it's only so much that they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like as of, well, and before this bill was in effect. But now they have it to where, let's just say for instance, like if you're at a beach, they have a beachfront, they got the chairs out. Not only can you not sit on the chairs, but you can't be in front of the chairs, like walking through, and to the high tide in the water, you can't even walk out to the high tide in the water in front of that establishment too. Now that may sound crazy, but they consider that a part of the property of the hotel, the resort, or whatever. I personally find that it's stupid, but I mean that shit crazy. But basically, it's called the possession of real property bill, which will be starting on July 1st. So to give hotels, condos, and private residents more control over their beachfront that they own, all the way up to the high tide line. Basically, like I was just saying, my issue with this, it's gonna fuck up tourism, because the only city that won't be affected by this will be Miami, because all of Miami's beaches up into the western sand dunes, the state owns it. So when it come to like South Beach and all that, South Beach definitely won't be affected by this or nothing like that. But when you think about, you know, like Panama City Beach, Jacksonville Beach, Singer Island, I mean, I can name a whole bunch of fucking beaches, but I mean, it's gonna affect a lot of those beaches. But I think it's dumb as fuck, because a lot of people go to the beach to kind of clear their head. You know, people want to play in the water. Some people don't like the pool. Like, how the fuck can you capitalize on something that's man-made, that's not man-made, but something that you can't even walk on for real? Yeah, you can't even walk on water.
That's all it really is. They capitalizing on the shit, because you got to think, like you say, South Beach. Everybody go to South Beach. You know, it's owned by the state. But like you said, Panama City, they know that's the spring break, you know, hot spot. But now they rates gonna be so high, so they gonna bring in a lot more money. But I think what this is gonna affect is the locals. Cause like you say, I'm sure. I mean, I know when I was living in Florida, it'd be some nice. I just go to the beach just to
clear your head. You bring a shorty, you know, through the beach.
But now you'll mess around how they gonna pay to go to the beach, or it might be closed and you can't even do that.
But that's kind of how Daytona Beach is. You ever been to Daytona?
That's why I used
to. Okay, yeah.
Orlando ain't got nothing, so y'all ride.
Because you can drive on the beach and shit like that, but after a certain time, you got to get off the beach with your car and shit. But my thing is like, I know, like after prom, like, you know, a lot of people used to take they chicks, you know, to prom. They may fuck them, or they may just meet up with the squad and everybody might just hang out on the beach for that night. Like, it don't never be no trouble. But you know, I remember one night, I was long out of high school at this point, but I remember one night I had went on the beach. You know what I mean? It was people out there, but I didn't realize how many people was out there. So we went out there, like that was just our little spot after the club. Like, we'll go to the beach, sober up, eat our food or whatever like that. And then the police came out there and he just flashed the light. I'm talking about, it was motherfuckers jumping from out the little tower. It was motherfuckers scrambling from out of every, like, you ever hit the kitchen light and just seen roaches? Yes, bro. Like Jesus say, bro. Like, it was just like that, but you wouldn't have never known that because everybody was minding their business. And that's the thing I don't understand. Like, if people are not vandalizing property or not disturbing the peace, then why fuck with it?
That's all I'm gonna ask. Did they go into detail of like why they trying to, you know, implement this?
Because a lot of these resorts and these hotels was happening is, you know, you got these snobbish rich people, you know, that's on vacation, you know, sitting on these beach chairs, and then some fucking kid throw a frisbee and fucking hit them, and they get in their feelings like, dude, you on the fucking beach. Like, what you expect?
At the end of the day, money talking.
Yeah,
Money talking,
exactly.
And they gonna pay whatever for their comfort.
Exactly.
So,
But it's fucked up because it's like now you go to the beach. Let's just say a fucking 3-4-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying, just playing with his ball, and I mean it's just an accident. And then, you know, motherfucker got the right to tell the motherfucker to like get the fuck from over here, like type shit. You gonna tell a little kid that? Cause he trying to enjoy the beach. But I mean, honestly, if you just go to Miami Beach won't be affected by it at all. I mean, like I was saying before,
South Beach and all that.
South Beach, all that shit. So basically, the majority of where everybody go in Miami, as far as like beach wise, tourism wise, it won't affect you. It won't affect you. It's like the beaches, you know, more so out west, like on the west side of Miami, where it affect, where, you know, 9 times out of 10 nobody even fucking with anyway. But I'm very interested to see how this gonna play out, you know, within the next 6 months to a year, how this bill gonna play out, because a lot of people are against it. A lot of people are against it, but like me and you said, money talks, and I think, you know, a lot of people, you know, that voted Rick Scott. Rick Scott. A lot of people that voted Rick Scott in, you know, is playing a part in this. So,
Yeah, I mean, but you know, Florida though, Florida filled with all white people
basically, up
with money.
Quebec,
A lot of money in Florida. So,
all that shit, man. We're gonna